No, Jeff. Let's get this right.
Yes.
Are you talking about a thespian?
A thespian, an accomplished actor.
Actor extraordinaire.
If there ever was one, it's our very own.
Ian
Needs
Mbugua.
very little introduction.
Ian Mbugua.
Who, by the way, is a teacher
Yes.
of the performing arts at Brookhouse School.
Performing arts.
Performing arts, acting, music.
No, those are not things you teach. Those ones you wake up and you find yourself doing.
That's the mistake Kenyans make.
Thank you, Ian. Thank
Yes.
you. The mistake
Yes.
people make. Ian, first of all, welcome to Hot 96.
Asante sana.
Good to see you. Nice. You got that salt and pepper look, you know that.
Oh yes, yeah. You have one life. Be natural.
What is salt and pepper look?
Woi.
No.
Educate him. No, kuuliza si ujinga. Ujinga ni kuuliza. Sorry.
Ujinga?
Okay, where's the salt and where's the pepper?
Salt and pepper.
Oh, salt.
All of this is salt and pepper. The color.
Let me be taught now.
Yes.
Wow.
Ian, the
Yes, sir.
mistake Kenyans make
Yes.
is you think you
You
can
have
wake
the
up one
talent,
day.
but you think you don't need to be trained. And that's the mistake you make.
Yeah.
And you do one song or you do one production and it's a hit and you think, that's it, I've made it.
I've
Mediocre.
arrived. I've arrived.
Yes. You always try to better yourself, no matter. You'll never be as good as you should be. You should always try and be better than your last song or last performance. Keep learning all the time. It can be done.
And what is it about us, Ian? Do we become lazy? Do we
Yes.
become complacent?
Exactly. That's exactly what we do. We think we've done it because everybody loves the song.
Yeah.
It's playing on
Yeah.
radio all the time.
Yeah.
So I've arrived. I don't have to do any more. But you have to work on it day in, day out to make yourself better.
Wow.
That's it.
There's one thing I've always wanted to ask Ian and also to the Kenyan musicians and artists in general. There's this thing about having a manager. You understand? A manager, somebody who actually controls almost the A to Z. You have the talent. You can't be the person calling and looking for gigs.
Bookings.
You can't be the person going to collect your check. You can't be the person. You can't do everything.
You can't do
but
everything.
Kenyans artists, most of them, anytime the word a manager is mentioned, they're already seeing a thief. Somebody who want to share and steal.
Well,
what's
it's
stolen.
probably from past experience. Yes, but a manager is somebody important. But to be honest, there are very few managers in Kenya who are worth being called managers. Yes, very few groups have got proper managers. Yes,
Is Sauti Soul successful
that
because
is one. That is one of the managers. Marek.
Marek Fuchs
Yes, that is
solid?
that is the top. That is the peak, kabisa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he keeps these boys busy. Huh?
Yes.
Bookings,
He has
appearances.
built it into a global brand.
Yeah, global brand.
It is a global brand. Yes. The others, no, they don't. They're high. Those ones are the ones who are just out to make money.
Out of you.
Yes, because I'll negotiate. I'll get 100,000, and I won't tell you. I'll
Right.
be paid, and I'll pay you your 20,000. I'll keep 80%.
Wow.
Shame.
Yes.
And that is why artists need to study and to learn, to value themselves. What are they worth? Because if they knew exactly what they're worth, they wouldn't be able to. They wouldn't be conned by these so-called managers.
Ian, are we ever going to get another Lupita Nyong'o or Eddie Githegi?
They are many.
Are they?
They're already there. We just need to give them exposure, and we need to recognize them, and we need to give them support. They are there. Those are just two.
Imagine.
Yes.
What do you think discourages us most, or our actors and actresses most, from taking that leap? What is it?
Well, society, number one, hasn't recognized the role that artists do, and that singing, acting, drawing, painting can be a profession just like any other. Who are the most well-known people
The celebs.
in the world.
The celebs.
Those are the people in the arts.
Yeah.
Yes, and there are countries like Nigeria who literally worship their artists. Here, we haven't gotten to that stage yet. Sad.
So sad, eh?
Yeah, you hear somebody's having a gig, the first thing they want to know is, can I get free tickets?
I don't know what.
Like you'll go to the shop and say, can I get free milk? They think we live on love and fresh air.
Sometimes,
It's so
let me
true.
tell you.
Can I
sometimes
get free tickets?
Actually, stopped acting for a very long time.
Yeah.
Just because even closer friends and closer relatives
Mm.
would still ask for free tickets to my show.
Yes.
And they would not care how I pay my
Family and
bills.
friends should be the first
First
ones to
people to
support
pay.
you. Those
Yeah.
are they are the ones.
Yes.
If you have a friend who's asking you for free tickets, that is not a friend.
That's not a friend.
They should be. If a stranger comes and asks you for a free ticket, that's different. I'd rather give a stranger a free ticket than give somebody who's calling themselves my friend.
Family and friends should be the people hawking your event
Kabisa.
ticket.
Kabisa.
Hawking and asking people to come and
and
play.
show up.
It was so bad at the National Theatre sometimes. We used to be paid with food and chips because nobody showed up. And the few people who showed up
Were free.
only wanted free tickets. You understand?
Are you serious?
That's how bad it is. That's how bad art has not been recognized. You know, it takes a lot of time to put, let's say, a play. You understand? A play, to put up a play, it takes, say, a month.
At least.
A month, maybe a month of rehearsal.
Yes.
That is if you have
Yes,
a good
yes,
director.
yes, yes.
If you have a good director who knows what he wants.
Right.
Over a month of rehearsals. Then at that time there's marketing that goes into the play so that people can know
Correct.
that there's a play going on.
Correct.
Then after all that work, somebody asks for a free ticket. You've been paying fares to go and rehearse. You've been paying for rehearsal space. You even paid for the hall where
Yes.
When
And
you're
somebody is
performing.
asking you.
and somebody's asking for a free ticket. That's how bad it is.
It is bad. It is bad.
Is it getting better?
Well, it is getting better.
I'm talking about the industry.
The industry is getting better. We are getting, we're not where we should be, but we are getting ourselves organized. And that's where CMOs like PRISC, Performers' Rights Society of Kenya, comes in, which fights for the performers' rights. Yes. And that involves collecting money from radio stations like you
We pay.
who play music of local artists,
Yep.
pay royalties, and then we give them the money. Yes.
It is working slowly.
It is working. It is working. We are still very young. There's still infighting going on,
Right.
as usual,
Sure.
especially when people realize how much money there is in the arts.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody wants
A piece of it.
a piece of it.
So typical. Which is the last play you acted in?
Ed Dufar, that was, I think, last year.
Okay.
Yes.
Very powerful.
At National Theatre.
By the way, how is the new National Theatre?
It is a lovely space, but I have a few reservations about the National Theatre
It as a whole, as
as a whole, as an institution.
really.
It is a space for hire, and that is so wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any national theatre in any country should be the epitome of theatre. You should be
It's like the Royal Albert in London.
exactly. It shouldn't just be a space for hire.
Right.
But right now, as it is, it doesn't have a permanent company. It doesn't have a permanent company there.
So most of the time it's just sitting there.
All the time, it's just a space for hire.
Aye.
You come, no matter it doesn't matter what kind of production you've got, even if it's very trashy. As
Right.
long as you can pay the 60,000 per night, it's yours. It's yours for the taking. Yeah.
Which is so wrong.
Which should not be the case.
No.
There should be a-
Mediocrity have found the space
Kabisa.
on that stage.
There should be a company there that is putting on productions one after another after another.
And high end.
Yes.
Not the trashy stuff you talked
yes,
about.
And
yeah.
you go there now and they're telling you, yes, we can give you a ticket December, January there. That's the next time you'll be able to get a ticket.
Right.
Yes. But sadly, that is not the case.
I can remember how hard I worked to be able to perform at the Phoenix.
Phoenix.
And the day I performed at the Phoenix,
Yeah.
I knew
Look
that,
at
you
the
know
Phoenix now.
what? Mother, I made it.
Ma.
Yes.
I made it.
And how is the Phoenix now?
What is the Phoenix?
You're kidding.
It finally did. It's in the ashes,
Oh.
never to rise again.
No. Oh, touche.
Never to rise again.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So what is happening in the space, Phoenix?
The space it's closed off. It's a hall now. It's a room at the professional center for anybody to hire and use for meetings.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
What a shame, huh? This is how we destroy our artistic
And
talent.
that is part of our history. Wow. That should have been taken over by the Ministry of Culture.
Yeah.
Because that is part of Kenya's history.
Correct. What a shame.
Now all the all the photographs, all the programs, everything should have been put into the archives. People in generations to come should have had that as part of their history. But not anymore.
Can you imagine Ian Mbugua?
The late
James Falkland
James Falkland.
must be rolling in his
Oh,
grave.
he's spinning.
Kabisa.
He's spinning. Can you imagine Ian Mbugua as CS for culture? Lots of heads would roll. Lots of heads would
We'll
roll.
start by arranging stuff at the State House. This photo must be here.
This way.
Why is this
Kabisa.
thing?
Yes.
Why is this
Yeah,
here?
this red carpet.
should be this and this. Ian Mbugua speaking with us in this beautiful morning, talking about art, talent in the
The Hot Breakfast with Jeff and Jelano.